Hey guys, Ash Lane here. I asked in a recent episode what you guys wanted to see as far as channel content, and overwhelmingly the #1 request was mid-level hero content at Town Hall 10. 3-star content, so here we go, guys. Bringing it to you today. It's going to be some 3-star attacks without max heroes at Town Hall 10. Going to start out by a recent attack by PC31. You guys who've been with the channel for a while now know him. I brought him on to discuss war weights, and this was a recent 3-star attack that he had that he was very proud of, and rightfully so, because it was a very impressive attack. You can see it's GoLaLoon, and you can see, do you notice any design flaws in this base here, this anti-3 base design? It's not a great anti-3 base, because the two air defenses, the Queen and the Inferno Tower, are all kind of bunched up in one area that's fairly easily accessible using one jump spell to get the kill squad in there, take out the clan castle. They took out the Queen, and now it's just going to be a matter of time. Those golems still alive, providing some shielding for the Queen. In just a second here, the Queen's going to actually leap into action, taking down the first air defense, the Queen platform, moving on to the Expo. He's going to pop the ability, and she's going to get the Inferno Tower and the other air defense. That is a lot of firepower off the map in the first phase of the attack. Now PC can just concentrate on the LaLoon second phase of the attack. You can see, look at that Inferno Tower. One of them is single target. You never really want to have single target Inferno Towers on an anti-3 base design at Town Hall 10. You're just asking for some for a LaLoon attacker or even a hog attacker, if they're skilled enough to execute it, to come in. Now you still have to bring a free spell for the single target Inferno Tower. I have seen the people make that mistake. Just because you see the single target Inferno, you think, hey, no big deal, I'll just go right in with the balloons. But if that single target targets your Lava Hound or two of your Lava Hounds and takes them down, then you won't have any firepower for the balloons to defend against, especially that splash damage. So you want to make sure, more often than not, you're still going to want to bring a free spell for the Inferno Towers, whatever ones are left on the board. That's how many free spells you want to bring to the attack. These are keys that you make sure you really want to follow through with, especially without the max heroes, as you have a little bit less room for error on your attacks. Now these next two are going to be by HBG from Battle Elite, and you can see he really scouts out bases that have one main thing in common, and that is the Queen that is a little bit vulnerable close to the edge of the map. Both of these attacks are going to be different base designs, but the common theme here is the Queen that is easily accessible, as you can see here, northeast. And look at the spell composition. It's a Penta Hound attack, so it's LaLoon, no golems, and 5 haste spells, 2 freeze, 1 rage. We're going to walk you through what the goal of each of these spells in this attack is going to be, and then I think the next replay will illustrate even further how these this spell combination really does well against this type of base design. So you can see here the heroes deployed, taking care of the enemy Queen. That's their main goal, who waited until the very last second to deploy that Queen's Royal Cloak ability. Finally gets it and just barely gets that max Queen on defense down. You can see, well, she had a little bit of wiggle room, so 10% off the board. It's going to start spreading in the Lava Hounds. Here he's going to go ahead and deploy 4 of his 5 Lava Hounds right off the bat, and then a huge circle, a huge spread of balloons, all coming in through the southeast area of the map. So they're going to slowly make their way through the base, and look at this. 4 of his 5 haste spells are deployed really early on in the attack. And then boom, 1 rage spell right in the center, and then immediately after the rage spell, both of the freeze spells almost simultaneously on those Inferno Towers. Then he's going to sneak in a Hound from the northwest and a few balloons to distract that Wizard Tower, and then he's going to drop that last haste spell. You can see on the last attack I bring you right after this, we'll go through the spell placement again, but this is kind of interesting. This is an interesting attack, and I'm very happy to bring this one to you, because if you see bases like this, they don't have to be exactly like this. It's actually a very good blueprint of a strategy to use, because in a way it's a lot more simple than a GoLaLoon attack where you have to, you know, sprinkle in the balloons depending on how many point defenses. This is a little bit different. It's almost like a LavaLoonian attack in a lot of ways, minus the minions obviously, but in the ways that you're actually just spraying the balloons out in a big semicircle. So here we go again. Once again, entering through the northeast of the base. This time the queen's not max, but you can see I wanted to bring it to you guys just to show you that how viable the strategy is and how you can tweak it a little bit. You can see in this one, I believe, he's going to go ahead and deploy all 5 hounds right off the bat. So you can see here, coming in with the heroes, easily takes out the queen this time. This time it was almost too easy. That queen was very vulnerable over there. Not a great spot for the queen. If I was this defender, I would move the queen inside the base, into the interior of the base. She's just too vulnerable out there for 3-star attacks. So you can see now the queen is dead. Once again, the lava hounds spread out but heading to the same air defense. That way they can trigger all those air mines, air traps around the area. And here come the rest of the lava hounds. As I said, deploys all the lava hounds right off the bat in this attack. And here, in just a second, he's going to drop 4 of his 5 haste spells in a big semicircle, basically encompassing the entire pathing of all the balloons, leading them right to the center. And there it is, rage spell right in the center. Freeze spell, boom. Very successful blueprint, very successful strategy. Without max heroes, the lava hounds are still alive. They fly to the other side of the base. Like I said, once again, triggering all those air mines and at the same time distracting that air defense. And you can see it's going to be a brutal 3-star victory for HBJ, excuse me. Just very, very nice attack here. And it's a very nice, I'm really excited to bring you this strategy because it's just so successful against these type of bases. Look at all the balloons still left alive and even the lava hounds. So go ahead and consider bringing the 5 haste spells with the 2 freeze and 1 rage next time you see a base like this, guys, even if you don't have max heroes. So guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, share with your clanmates. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, take care, guys.